and many believe it was a hoax, but some people think it never even existed at all. That's kind of like the brief of it. Hopefully this isn't one of those things you can't talk about on YouTube.
Right. Well, see, they already got Chad.
Oh, no.
Yeah, dude.
They're trying to get you.
I already get myself, so they're like, oh, we don't need.
Never mind. Oh, no. There he went.
No, they got him. Look, 2 down.
2 down. Mike, I like how he said that. He gets himself. They're fighting him. They're fighting him. He's fighting back. Just hold your mouse really tight, and you won't go away.
Am I back? Did I make it back, or am I still?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
That was scary, guys. That was scary. They're coming for me. But yeah, they really did get Chad. I don't even know where Chad went. He's gone. But yeah, so that's Polybius. So very, very interesting, creepy story that isn't really all that unbelievable. So I think that's what makes a good urban legend.
It's got a Wikipedia page, and on there is a picture of the machine itself.
Maybe it's real. But I don't want to.
It's probably real, but
yeah, right.
Story.
Well, that's what they want you to think. I got to stop talking about it before they get me again.
Yeah.
We'll move on to something a little more lighthearted, except not really. Because though it is probably merely coincidence, it has happened so many times to real life people that I don't know. Maybe there is a little something more to this. But this is the Madden Curse.
Uh-oh.
Now, Nick, I know you're a big fan of the sports ball.
Oh, yeah.
There's a sports ball game, the elongated kind,
Yeah, John Madden made the
toss
shoes.
Around. John Madden.
Shoes.
Yeah, exactly. Each year, a player who had an exceptional season will be featured as, the cover athlete of the game. And it's like a pretty highly regarded honor to be selected as the Madden cover athlete. Yeah. But it comes with a cost. And that cost is, I'm not even joking, like most of the time, I would probably say like 7 out of the last 10, maybe even higher. I should have looked at the athletes, but the season following their debut as the cover athlete, they get like a season-ending injury.
Perfect.
Like, no joke. It happens so much. Mm-hmm. It's insane. So like there's, now it's dubbed the Madden Curse. But yeah, like man, I should have looked up the last like 10 athletes that graced the cover. But have you heard of this bio? I mean, I know Nick could care less about football.
Oh, definitely, man. I've heard of the Madden Curse. I mean, there are a lot of weird sports things that happen with the Madden games. Like they used to predict the Super Bowl outcomes, and then they also had the curse of the cover. You got the cover. It was almost a career ending injury on the line for you. Like that was it.
Yes. So when did the Michael Vick dogfighting thing happen?
2006.
The investigation began in 2007.
Ooh, I'm good.
Okay, that actually was impressive. That was so close. He was on the cover in 2004, so not exactly the year following. So
it isn't necessarily the year of.
No,
it's just
usually it is the following year. But I was just I'm looking through the Madden covers throughout the years right now, and that was the first big one that I know something terrible happened to the person on the cover.
I did just read the current one is still safe from the curse.
Who's on it right now?
Tom Brady. Like,
oh god. Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
God.
Dude, if someone, I mean, the Chiefs are not doing very well. So, I mean, it's only It's only a matter of time. The next notable one here is Ray Lewis, but he was on the cover of 2005. And if you know anything, there's Chad. He's back. What's up, buddy? We're talking about the Madden Curse.
Gotcha.
And I'm scrolling through the covers right now, and Michael Vick was no, I haven't found the curse list. I'm just going through the covers. So if one of you guys want to look up the actual curse casualties, Michael Vick was on in 2004. His dogfighting investigation began in 2007. So that's not directly the year after. Ray Lewis was on 4. Michael Vick was on 2003. No. Michael Vick was on Madden 2004. Ray Lewis was on Madden 2005. If you are familiar with Ray Lewis, you'll know that he was charged with murdering 2 men at a Super Bowl party, but that was in the year 2000. So cross him off.
Oh, okay. It's Lamar Jackson on the 21 cover. Patrick Mahomes is on the 20 cover. He got a midseason knee injury that cost him 2 games, and his performances dropped. So not necessarily like
that
career
seems
ending.
Yeah,
but
that seems to be the theme with the Madden curses. Is it's either a season-ending injury or their rapid decline in productivity.
Check it out, man. 2002, Dante Culpepper. As the season began, Culpepper looked like a shell of his former self, which led to a 4-7 record before his season-ending knee injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You said Michael Vick in 2004, 2005, Ray Lewis, 2006, Donovan McNabb. I don't know who that is.
He's a pretty good quarterback for the old
I don't do
Philadelphia
sports,
Eagles.
okay, well, you did mention Tom Brady, and he was on the 18 cover. Oh. This highlight is good because it basically says he had the best like statistical season ever, but the New England Patriots lost the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
So that's all they got going for there. So he seems to be immune to the curse.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a couple of them like that. The other big one I think was like who's the halfback for Cleveland?
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis. Yeah, Peyton Hillis. I think. Let me look up the stats real quick because I remember laughing at it because
he's 2012.
The biggest one-hit wonder probably to ever grace a football field.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And it's so weird because that season they put him on the cover. The season before that, he was a stud.
Yeah.
He was demolishing.
So I found a list of 8. So Garrison Hurst, running back for the San Francisco 49ers, was on Madden 99. He suffered a broken ankle in a playoff game against the Atlanta Falcons following season. Botched surgery meant to fix his ankle would cause Hurst to spend 2 seasons on the bench recovering from the injury. So that's pretty big. Brett Favre in Madden 2009.
Yep.
The irony with this cover is quarterback was made the cover athlete in order to honor his career with the Packers after announcing his retirement. But then he decided not to retire, and he ended up signing with the New York Jets. That's just kind of awkward.
Right.
He had a decent season with them. Despite off-field issues, he still suffered a right shoulder injury that year, which, injuries in football happen all the time. So this is largely a coincidence, but it happens too much to not point out. Number 6, Rob Gronkowski on Madden 2017. Let's see. The injury bug associated with the Madden Curse hit Gronk hard. He would miss several games over the next few seasons. It would get so bad that he would actually end up retiring, though he just recently came out of retirement, joined the Bucs, won a Super Bowl. Number 5, Antonio Brown on Madden 2019. Do we need to talk about Antonio Brown?
No.
Yeah. His problems are kind of really weird though.
Yeah, right.
So like not only is he just like an extremely crappy toxic human being, he left the Steelers because of some crazy like helmet issue, signed with the Raiders, suffered frostbite on his feet from cryotherapy,
Well,
Then
that's
he threatened to retire again over a helmet issue, and then refused to play for the Raiders altogether and was cut by them. Was traded to the Patriots, cut by them, and he's had some like domestic abuse stuff, I believe, allegedly, you know, thrown up.
He's on
now
Tampa.
he plays for the Bucks and won a Super Bowl last year.
Yep.
So, BioCiv mentioned Donovan McNabb on 2006. He suffered a groin injury and a torn ACL. Was never the same player afterwards. Michael Vick in 2004. Shortly after the reveal, he suffered a fractured fibula and missed the first 11 games. Number 2, Dante Culpepper in Madden 2002. He was on the cover, and then the curse got him. He would end up suffering a knee injury in 2001 game against the Steelers and would miss the remainder of the season. Was never the same player. And guess who is number 1 on this list, Chad? Our very own Peyton Hillis, of course.
Oh, yeah, there you go. But does it say the stats on there? Because I think the year they put him on the cover, he was like over 1,000 yards rushing, and then like the next 4 or 5 years, he didn't have that combined.
No, but he, you know, was voted on to be the cover athlete. Then had some contract disputes with the Browns the following season. Then suffered an injured hamstring and would only rush for 587 yards. And then he was not re-signed.
Yeah.
So it's just like
it's
literally his career literally just fell off the rails.
Yeah, it's such a widespread like curse because like it affects multiple facets of their life, their professional career, like contract issues, just all that stuff to injuries.
I know when I got back in here, you were talking about Patrick Mahomes. And I think that he's on this year's cover as well with Brady. So it's they're both on the cover together. So they're both, and Brady was on what, 2018 or 2017 maybe?
He was 2018, but this says Lamar Jackson's on the 21 cover.
I'm talking Madden 22. Lamar might have been
I guess we 21. Would be.
But yeah, Brady and Mahomes are quarterbacks that have already been on the cover, and now they're on the cover again.
Dude, I'm telling you,
that sounds like a bad plan. But what I'm gathering out of what we talked about, the players, Brady didn't really have any kind of decline or injury, and the players that played with him regained themselves. So he's the key component.
Well, that's because Tom Brady is a divine, godlike creature of immortality, which is infuriating if you're not a fan of the Patriots or now the Buccaneers. But there is hope as a Browns fan that Mahomes and Brady are on the cover this year. I mean,
and let's be honest, Mahomes looks kind of bad this year.
Yeah, Chiefs not doing so hot. But anyways, it just I know it's all coincidence because with sports, especially like a very
full contact
violent sport like football, you're gonna have injuries, but it's happened so many times that it's hard to not. Hey, thanks for watching this clip of the Showboys podcast. If you like what you heard, please go check out the full episode on our YouTube channel or anywhere you find your podcast content. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, join the Showboys Discord, and if you want to support the podcast and what we do, sign up to become a patron today at patreon.com/showboyspodcast.